Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I just want to talk about what is my plan for Dragonflight and how I'm planning to make millions of gold during this new expansion. As you probably already know, I'm someone who enjoys all the different type of activities you can do, whether it's farming, crafting, or flipping, and I'm intending to do a little bit of all of that during Dragonflight. So the first thing I'm planning on doing is leveling up my druid. My druid has two main professions, blacksmithing and leatherworking. I personally think that these two professions are going to be amongst the best professions when it comes to endgame activities. So maybe these are not going to be the best ones in the first few weeks, but later on in the expansion, I really think these are going to be some of the most profitable professions, especially with all the different gears that you can craft with the crafting order system. Next to that, of course, I will also get some of the sub-specializations in order to get some of the knowledge points, especially cooking. And also probably I will do a little bit of fishing just to get some nice items that I can sell during the first few days of the launch of Dragonflight. Of course, what you want to do on your main character is to leveling up to level 70. So then you can have directly all your alts starting by doing whatever they want and choosing whichever zone they want. So I think it's also something very important and something I will focus on at first. After that, I will have another character, my Draktyr, and on this one, I will have both mining and herbalism. So for this one, as soon as I reach level 70 with my druid, I will start leveling up this one simply by just picking up all the different flowers and mining all the different ores. So in my opinion, during the first few days, this is going to be one of the best thing you can do, simply gathering all these different materials and selling them immediately at the auction house. The prices are going to be very high and you will have some instant sales with the region-wide auction house. So this is definitely something I'm planning on doing. And again, I will add to these two gathering activities also fishing, because I made a video where I explain all the different things you can get with fishing, and this includes some darkroom cards and some recipes that you can then sell on the auction house. So I'm sure these three things will make a lot of people very rich during the first few days of the expansion. After that, I will also level up just to probably level 61 or 62 an enchanter, simply because I want to be able to send all the green items and all these other items that I will be able to craft with my other professions to this enchanter, and then again disenchant everything and sell all these different materials to the auction house, because again during the first few days this is going to be extremely profitable. But again, I won't level up this character to the maximum, maybe just later in the expansion, but this is not going to be my focus at the start of the expansion. I will also have one character with both inscription and alchemy. So these two professions I think are going to be extremely good at the launch, especially inscription. So I'm planning on leveling up this character as soon as I've done a lot of gathering and my first character, the druid, is level 70. And like that, I will be able to start crafting all the different Dark Moon decks and all these other items that will be very important for a lot of players. And of course, with alchemy, this is more something that will be useful throughout the expansion. And especially, I'm very interested to see whether all the different items you can craft for the mount, the own aura mount, will sell for a lot of gold or not. And so I really want to try that out. So that's why I'm planning on having this one also pretty high. And when it comes to professions, finally, on my character that will have enchanting, I will also get jewel crafting, because jewel crafting is definitely a profession you want to have for all the different rings, necklaces, and trinkets that you can craft. This is something that I'm planning on leveling up later on, but at first what I want to do is just craft all the different blue BOEs that you can then sell on the auction house, simply because I know that all the people who will want to level up quick and we will need some gear, we'll buy them from the auction house. So this is what I'm planning to do when it comes to professions. Next to professions, I'm of course also planning on doing a lot of 2x4 world farms. So if there are some of the world BOEs, it's going to be even better. But if there are not like any world BOEs added into Dragonflight, maybe I will just do a few to get some of the materials and things like that. But I'm sure Blizzard will add some items that you will be able to farm that probably will make you rich. For instance, I know that in some parts of the Dragon Isles, you can farm some mobs that can drop some cosmetic items. So all these different items that you can farm in a group, I will try to do that in the first few days as well, simply to be able to have a little bit of everything and to post all these different items on the auction house. Also, as soon as the raid will be released, what I'm planning on doing is trying to farm all the different BOEs. So yes, the different BOEs that you will be able to get through the raid will only drop from a mini boss inside the raid. So you will have to kill a few bosses and then you will be able to kill this mini boss. We are still unsure whether you will be able to kill this mini boss many times. For instance, waiting an hour and then the mini boss is there again. Or if this is something you will only be able to do once per week per difficulty per character. But anyway, this is something I'm really planning on doing on all my characters that have the max level, because I think these raid BOEs are going to be extremely profitable, and therefore it is probably going to be one of the best ways to make some gold during the first few weeks after the release of the new raid. Another thing I'm really excited about is just trying to find other ways to make some gold. For instance, some quests that can reward you with some rewards such as cosmetic items or maybe pets or mounts, things that you can then sell on the auction house, or anything that you can make some gold just by doing the activity. These are always some of the things I love doing, and so I'm really interested in trying to find all these little ways you can make some additional gold, and this is something I really want to cover through many different videos. And finally, one thing that I'm also really excited about is simply flipping. Flipping will definitely be a little bit different than in Shadowlands, simply because a lot of the end gear will be banned when picked up and only available through the crafting order system, but you will still have all the different BOEs, maybe the world BOEs, and also all these other consumables, materials, and things that are region-wide. So what I think a lot of people are going to do during the first few days is always buying the entire stock from the entire region and then trying to resell it for a lot of gold. So I really want to try some of these. Probably I will lose a lot of gold by doing so in the first few days, but this is something I really want to try. And with the region-wide auction house, I think a lot of people can make a lot of gold just by doing these little flipping activities. So this is something I'm really looking forward to, and definitely something I will do also after the launch of Dragonflight. So that's my plan, and I'm sure all of you have different plans. If you don't have really a plan, it's also fine. This is really the one thing I really like to do in World of Warcraft, and also collecting mounts. So definitely is something I'm looking forward to. But if you don't really have a plan, it's not a big deal. Don't get too stressed. Just do whatever you want to do, all the different activities that make you happy, and just enjoy the launch. So I will be back very soon with more guides and more videos, and in the meantime, I wish you all a great launch of Dragonflight. Bye!